Jean Piaget theory focuses on the cognitive development of children and adolescents. Piaget suggests that cognitive development occurs following a series of maturation stages and experiences, such as sensomotor, preparational, concrete operations, and formal operations. Vygotsky claims that individuals learn through social interactions in their culture. Also, he explains that dialogue is an important psychological tool in the development of children's thinking. According to Vygotsky, language is key in human development, since it is produced through processes of exchange and transmission of knowledge in a communicative and social environment. Hello, today I'm going to present Vygotsky's social theory and how it differs to Piaget's interactionist developmental perspective. In history represents that for cognitive development there are stages, and for the development of each individual is based on her own experience. However, Vygotsky in history represents that there are no stages for cognitive development, but rather it depends on the quality of interaction that each individual has. Also, he believed that learning is built through social interaction and with the support of someone expert. It means external influences. Also, he believed fosters children's cognitive development in an intentional, systematic manner by engaging them in a challenging, meaningful activities. To Vygotsky, the role of culture in development higher mental functions such as speech and reasoning in children. Now, I'm going to explain some differences between these two theories. Vygotsky differs from Piaget in the role played by the environment and culture. In addition to seeing a child as an active subject who builds his knowledge, he emphasized on the consideration of the social, which works as a guide to help the individual in their learning and developmental process. On the other hand, Vygotsky thinks that development depends on learning, and that children learn through history and symbolism. Piaget thinks the opposite, is to say that learning depends on development. And finally, Piaget presents that egocentric speech manifests the inability to adapt the perspective of the other, while for Vygotsky, egocentric speech helps children organize and regulate their own thinking. A father is reading to his daughter a book about transportation. The book describes the different modes of transportations we use in society, such as car, trucks, and boats. By presenting these concepts, the book shows the little girl how our society classifies modes of transportation. It is related to complex mental processes, being a social activity as children develop gradually internalize processes they use in social contexts and be used them independently. These internalization processes allow children to transform ideas and processes to make them uniquely their own. While father and child are simply reading a book, but these social activities transforming the way the child perceives mode of transportation. She will begin to classify these items herself when she sees cars, trucks, and boats in real life setting. Another example, father intentionally engaged with his child to help her understand how to fit the blocks into the design holes without his assistance. She would have continued to be unsuccessful, but the meaningful direction from her father, she was able to successfully get the blocks into the holes herself. This is related to the two levels of development. Actual development, which is upper limit of tasks a child can perform individually, and level of potential development, which is upper limit of tasks a child can perform with the assistance of a more competent individual. So, in the examples, we can see the young child exhibited her actual development was that she knew the blocks belonged in the holes, but she couldn't quite determine how to actually put them in her level of potential development. Was being able to put the blocks in with the help of her father, an advanced individual. To finish, according to Piaget, cognitive development occurs following a series of universal stages. and that children are also active learners who build their knowledge through interaction with their environment. Also, he thinks children learn through assimilation and accommodation, and complex cognitive development occurs through balance. He also thought that interaction with the world is key to the cognitive